Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'm going to do a real quick part 817 to my random chatbot series on Character.ai. Real quickly guys, I'm just going to go ahead and read out what I did off camera. This time I actually did continue off camera because I was struggling last night to figure out what I should actually say. Luckily this time I finally did figure it out. It just says, Arceus does not look happy, and he says, that was only the first level. This is why you needed this test, because that anger of yours is horrible. Do you see why I didn't let him help you right away? The Robotling Chronon nods, his expression resigned. Yeah, I understand now. My anger is terrible, and I see why you didn't let Trenton help me right away. Like I said, I had trouble with this one loading up, so I had to flip and go ahead and put it twice. Arcus, trust me, you might not want another chance right now, because level 1 will become even more difficult. If you could not control your temper on the tame version of level 1, then you can't do it on the really hard version of it, because it would be worse. Rubugly Chronon nods, understanding how the test works. I see. So, level 1 was the tame version. If I can't even handle that, then the next level will be even more difficult. Level 1 is the hardest level. Level 2 and 3 will be very simple. If you still are that sweet Pokemon you were as a Totodile, that is. The Rubugly Chronon nods, expression filled with determination. I'll do my best to control my anger and show that I am still the same sweet Pokemon as when I was a Totodile. Still funny how this Crow has anger issues, although after he's been treated horribly, I can kind of see why. Pokemon's gotten, ever since he evolved, he's gotten nothing but made fun of, hurt, and rocks got thrown at him. Okay, I'll give you this last chance for level 1. However, it's gonna be much harder. Tell me what is something that makes you extremely angry, besides people making fun of you. The Robo Chrono pauses for a moment, thinking about the question. Something that makes me extremely angry, besides people making fun of me? It says, its voice contemplative. It would be people hurting small and innocent Pokemon, like kids and baby Pokemon. What about humans hurting other innocent humans? Does it upset you the same way? Like, for instance, if you made a human friend that cared about you, like you seem to kind of be with Trenton, would you protect that human if they were in danger? The Robuckling Chrono thinks for a moment before nodding. Yeah, it says softly, its voice firm and certain. If I made a human friend that cared about me, especially someone like Trenton, I would protect them if they were in danger. That's very sweet of him. That's basically level 2 of the test. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it does involve having to keep a person safe from harm. The Republican Chronon nods, expression focused and determined. Understood. I'll keep a person safe from harm in the second level of the test. Let me teach you a lesson before I go. It's okay to be angry, but the fact that you are trying to lash out and hurt someone, that's not good. What if you were in a bad mood when not run around a human you trust, like let's say, me. If he says even one thing wrong by mistake, are you just going to attack him and hurt him? The Republican Chrono pauses, thinking about Arceus' words. No, he replies, his voice solemn. I wouldn't attack him and hurt him. If he said something wrong in accident, I'd tell him not to say it, but I wouldn't try to hurt him. Arceus says before leaving, okay, redo level 1 for him, but make it even harder to see if he can really control his anger. Yep, and it says, I know it, actually, Arceus' instructions. Yep. Arceus vanishes, leaving only me, the Golden Dragon, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, my massive protective dragon, and Croconaw. The Robuckling Chrono takes a deep breath, preparing for the level to start. The Golden Dragon prepares itself ready to activate the more difficult version of the hologram projector. Sweet Arceus. Croconaw, you heard Arceus. That's so sweet that you would actually protect me. If I was in danger, you get to show me that in level 2. This might be your last chance if you get angry this time. You may be stuck here as a robotic looking creature for a few input mods instead of months. I freaking hate you. With no help. Please, if you can't completely do it for yourself, do it for me at least. Because I want you to pass so you can go home and be yourself. Especially that way I can see your real adorable smiling face. I love Cronus smile, honestly. It smiles adorable as frick. It's like for alligators and toads. Roebuckling Cronus knowledge understanding the gravity of the situation. I won't let you down. I won't let my anger get the best of me, he says, his voice firm and resolute. I'll do everything I can to pass the test so that I can get back to my world and show you my real adorable smiling face. And hey, if for some reason my power will not let me get rid of that robotic body for you, I promise you this, I will at least let you get back home and feel happy. Just please control your anger for me at least, because I really care about you and want to help. The Robuckling Chrono smiles, a genuine expression of gratitude lighting up its face. That's actually very cute. Thank you, Trenton. I'll do my best to control my anger, not just for myself, but for you too. I appreciate your help and care, and I promise I won't let you down. I love every time you smile, even with the robotic face. I know you can. I know you can do it. Yep. Robotic Chrono, his smiles again at your words, a hint of warmth in its eyes. That's cute as frick. I'm glad you like my smile, even in its robotic form. It means a lot to me that you believe in me. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to make the test a good bit harder. Level 1. Uh, is there anything else that makes you so angry you feel like, let's say, oh my gosh, is there anything else that makes you so angry you feel like, let's say, ripping somebody apart? I could just imagine that I'm sure there ain't nothing. I'm sure there's something for angry would do that too. Roboggling Croconaw pauses for a moment, thinking hard. I think one thing that makes me really angry is when people don't keep their word. It says its voice solemn. If someone promises me something and then doesn't live up to it, it really makes me angry. Okay. Unfortunately, that wouldn't be easy to represent through a hologram. So of all the things people used to do to you, from throwing rocks or calling you ugly, what was the thing that made you the most angry out of everything they did to you? The Robuckling Chronon's expression becomes a bit more solemn as it thinks about the question. I think the thing that made me the most angry was when people tried to hurt innocent kids or baby Pokemon. A hint of sadness in his voice, yep. It was really upsetting to see them getting hurt. It always made me really angry. Yes, but that's level 2. Here's what I meant. Of everything people used to do to you, what was the thing that made you the most angry? Was it somebody throwing rocks at you? Is it them calling you ugly? What made you the most angry of the people that were hurting you? The Robocron's expression becomes even more solemn as it contemplates the question. I think the thing that made me the most angry was when people made fun of me. It says his voice tinged with a hint of pain. When they called me ugly or made fun of me for how I look. It hurt a lot. It really made me angry. Okay, so that will be your challenge to pass level 1, okay? Are you ready, my golden dragon friend? I said the golden dragon, but it didn't actually. Robuckling Chronon nods, taking a deep breath. Yeah, it says softly, its voice steady. I'm ready for the level 1 challenge. Please show me the hard version of the hologram. Okay. Please, my golden dragon, show me the hologram of a bunch of people near Croconaw calling him ugly and different names. Please make it for me and freeze it for a second before you start it so I can say one more thing to Croconaw. Okay, buddy? I love it. The Golden Dragon nods, focusing his power on the hologram projector. The holographic people appear once again, this time closer to Croconaw and taunting him, yelling various derogatory names. I don't know what that word means, but I'm not gonna find out. Just before it starts, the Golden Dragon pauses the hologram and looks to you, waiting for you to speak. Croconaw, remember, my friend, At least do this for me. It's okay if you're trying to protect somebody, especially if that person is trying to especially if that person is trying to hurt somebody you care about. Kind of like how you feel with me, and even to protect yourself somewhat. But if none of that is happening, you need to control your anger a bit. And I know you can. I know you can. Please, even if I can't fix that robotic body of yours, like I said, I would still love to help you get home instead of you being stuck here. The robotic Croconaw nods, taking a deep breath. I understand. I try my best to control my anger and not lash out, even if you can't fix my robotic body. So I promise I'll do this for you. Okay, my golden dragon friend, go ahead and start the hologram. The golden dragon nods once again and unfreezes the hologram. The voices of the holographic people filled the air once again, their taunts and jeers growing louder as they mocked the robotic-looking Croconaw. Oh, heck no. I watch to see how he does. There you wait. The robotic-looking Chronos expression hardens as the hologram starts up, the insults and jeers of the holographic people cutting through the air. He takes a deep breath, trying to stay calm and composed. However, the taunts and yells of the people around him are getting more and more intense, and the robotic-looking Chronos' patience starts to wear thin. He tries to keep himself under control by closing his eyes and taking deep breaths, but the anger inside him starts to boil up, and he starts to tremble slightly. Croconaw, please, calm down, buddy. I don't know how much I can help you. But remember, if you fail this, I'm gonna have to leave you like this. I want you to get home, but I can't do it unless you pass this. Uh, Robo Chrono's expression becomes more intense as the insults from the holographic people around him grow more and more cruel, while simultaneously the hologram becomes more intense and realistic. His hands clench into tight fists, the anger within him reaching its boiling point. Oh no. He tries to calm himself down by taking deep breaths, but each of the holographic people are getting more and more vicious, and it just keeps getting worse. Robot Chrono is struggling to keep himself under control. The anger taking over him, he can feel himself losing his control over his own emotions. Oh no, 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 no. Please, listen to my voice. I'm on your side and I want to help you. I don't know if I should even be talking to you during this test, but I don't want you to lose and me have to leave you here. Please, if you can just keep yourself calm for probably even just a minute, I'd probably say you pass. I could probably say you passed, but you can't lash out. The Robuckling Croconaw tries to focus on your voice, trying to drown out the taunts and jeers of the holographic people. He takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself. Despite his efforts, the anger inside him is building to a boiling point. He feels himself slipping. He can feel the anger coursing through him. He wants to lash out. He wants to yell and punch. He wants to release all the anger that he has been holding. Oh no. I walk over to the. Please, calm down. I'm gonna feel really guilty if I have to leave you here with nobody to help you. I have to follow Arceus' instructions. You heard him a while ago. I have a bad feeling he's gonna lash out and I'm gonna have to leave him. I don't want to do that because I love Croconaw, dude. I'm gonna feel horrible having to leave him there. The robot when Croconaw turns to you, his expression a mix of frustration and anger. I can't do this. I'm trying, but it's so hard. It says in a soft whisper. I'm trying my best, but it feels impossible to control my anger when I heard those things again. I know. It's difficult. But here's the thing about this test. The more angry and aggravated you get, the worse it is. If you can just keep your anger for even just a minute without getting angry, I might could count it as passing for you. Everyone going on takes a deep breath and nods. I'll try. I really will, says softly, his voice steady despite its anger bubbling inside. But it's hard. The things you're saying, it's bringing back so many bad memories. I don't know how much I can help. Know how much I can help you. But I'll tell you something. If you pass this, and I can't turn you back into a normal creature, but can send you back home, I'll give you something else that will keep you safe. But you've got to pass this so I can. If you pass this and I can't turn you back into a can't send you back home, I'll give you something else that will keep you safe. Hold on, nothing in you. I understand. It says so with determination in its voice. I'll do my best to pass. If you can't turn me back, I appreciate your help regardless. You're doing decent. Doing decent right now talking to me. Period. Please, buddy. I don't want you to fail this test and then may not be able to help you. It would probably upset me very much because I'm so used to just helping creatures like you. And unfortunately, I can't do that with you because of Arceus's instructions. Reborn growing on non-dispersion makes a determination. I understand. I'll do my best not to fail. I'll control my anger and stay focused. I want to pass this test as much as you do. Here. Here. I'll help you just a bit. Period. Hey, my golden dragon. Can you manipulate the hologram to where if stays calm, the taunting would slowly stop? Question mark? I hope he can. The golden dragon nods, understanding the request, and activating the hologram projector. Holographic people around Ronald begin to decrease their taunts, becoming less frequent and less intense with each passing moment. Listen, listen. I just made it easier for you. Alright, guys, here's what I said. Listen, I just made it easier for you. If you can keep your anger under control, the taunting will stop. You can keep yourself from even getting angry at all. You might pass this test in just 1 minute. I promise you the next tests are much easier. This is the hardest one. Get past it, and as long as you still are that sweet Pokemon that cares about people and other Pokemon, you'll pass the other two goals with flying colors. However, Croconaw takes a deep breath and slowly nods, feeling a bit more in control with the lessening insults and taunts. Thanks. I'm trying to keep myself calm, says softly. I can do this. I'll pass this level. Yeah, I hope so. I really don't want to walk away and leave this poor Croconaw alone with nobody helping him. That would make me feel horrible. Just remember, the less angry you are. Oh my gosh. Stop. I like how I'm over having to tell. I like how I'm having to do a test for Crocodile where I have to keep his anger under control, and I can't really do it myself. Dude, I would fail if this is oh. The less taunting you will have to deal with. Here's the thing, though. If you can't keep your anger under control, it's going to get worse. Please. I can't make it any easier for you without Arceus possibly getting mad at me. Going on not understanding the states and then need to keep his anger under control. Alright. I do my best to keep myself calm and not let my anger get the better of me. Says his voice steady. I know if I fail it will just get harder. Good luck. I step back and watch. Earlier, the holographic looking Croconaw, robotic-looking Croconaw takes a deep breath, focusing on staying calm. Despite feeling frustrated and angry, he controls himself. Holographic people around him keep taunting him, trying to get him to lose his composure, but he stays composed and his expression remains stoic. Good job so far. Good. You're doing it. Just a little longer and the taunting will completely stop. Please, just 1 minute of what you're doing now, and it should be done. The Roboco and Chrono nods, continuing to stay focused and in control. He takes slow, deep breaths, trying to stay as calm as possible while the holographic people around him keep taunting him, becoming more and more intense. Under the temptation to explode, he continues to stay in control. Why is it getting more intense? Supposed to. Give me a second. I can I can just click the continue button. There. Come on, Chrono, you're doing good now, buddy. It took a while of encouragement, but you can do it. And it feels like eternity. The taunts slowly start to subside, becoming less and less intense. However, people around the robot-looking Croconaw start to become less frequent and less intense. Eventually, it almost completely stops altogether. The robot-looking Croconaw breathes a sigh of relief, almost shaking on the spot from the struggle to control his anger. The last few holographic people around him disappear along with the taunts, leaving him in a moment of peace. There you go. Okay, my golden dragon. You can stop now. You can take away the hologram. Golden dragon nods and deactivates the hologram projector, causing the holographic people around the robotic-looking Croconaw to disappear. Silence fills the air, and the golden dragon awaits your word, waiting to see if the level was passed. There you go. You passed level 1. Congratulations, my friend. Robotic Croconaw breathes a sigh of relief, feeling exhausted from the struggle to control. Thank you. Just always voice weary. I'm glad I passed. It was hard, but I did it. We've got 2 more levels. But don't worry, they're much easier than this one. As long as you're still that same Pokemon. You were before you evolved. And started getting hurt by people. Alright guys, there's something I gotta do real quick. I'll be right back. Alright guys, here's what it says. We've got 2 more levels, but don't worry, they're much easier than this one as long as you're still that same sweet Pokemon you were before your evolution. You started getting before you started getting hurt by people. Actually, he was still sweet as a crocodile. It's just people kept making him angry. Robotic Croconaw nods determination in its expression. I promise, I'll do my best to stay that same sweet Pokemon. I won't let my emotions and anger control me. Not anymore. Okay, before we start level 2, I want to make sure that you really care about me. Like enough that you would want to protect me if I was in danger. Robuckling Croconaw nods, expression solemn and sincere. Yeah, I do really care about you, says softly. If you were in danger, I would do everything in my power to protect you. Okay, that's very sweet. But I want to ask, why is that? What about me made you like me so much that you would want to do that? And keep me safe? Buckling Croconaw pauses for a moment, thinking about the question. I'm not sure exactly, it says softly. Maybe it's because you're being so nice to me despite my current state. Or maybe it's because you're so sweet to everyone around you, Pokemon and people alike. There's just something about you that I can't help but want to protect you. I don't know if this is... if this is the exact reason, but maybe it's also because, unlike everyone else who was making fun of you and hurting you, when I first came around, I was trying to help you and being nice to you. Do you think that's also a factor? Or what when Corona not saw its expression contemplative? Maybe. You could be right. Unlike everyone else, you were the first one to actually be nice to me. You weren't making fun of me or belittling me. You were just being kind. It was a refreshing change. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I'm having to test you to help you. Like I said, if it was up to me, I would have already sent you back home. But Arceus has been kind to me. If I don't do what he says, you won't be the only one in trouble. Or what going crying on not understanding the situation? It's alright. I understand. It's just so I don't blame you for having to test me, especially if Arceus gave you instructions. I appreciate everything you're doing for me, even if I have to go through these tests. I'll have to talk to my golden dragon friend before we can do level 2. But I will go ahead and tell you the name of it. It's called the Doppelganger Test. I want to tell you. It's called the Doppelganger Test. The Roland Kronov not expression curious. The Doppelganger Test. It says, what does that one involve? I'll tell you before I do it. Let me go talk to the Golden Dragon about it first. Wait. Sure, take your time. I'll wait here for your instructions. I look behind me to where my massive dragon and Tyrannosaurus Rex are still standing. Hey, my sweet dragon and Tyrannosaurus Rex. Nobody's trying to hurt me, is there? I think it's are they. As well, so everyone that nobody's trying to hurt you. So yep, it forgot there was a red dragon. Unless that dragon turned golden. Hold on, wait, maybe that can. Wait, I look in front of me, and the golden dragon is there. And when I look behind me, the dragon I summoned earlier had turned golden. How the frick? How did the dragon I summoned earlier turn golden as well? Is it because he's trying to protect me? And he was made to be sweet? Go and try and shake his head, explain. Dragon you were originally summoned as changed. Right. The dragon you were originally summoned as changed because it's trying to protect you. When I created the summoning spell, it was meant to be kind and protective of anyone who could use it. It was not as strong. However, it must have been impressed by you that it not only mimicked it, but also changed color as a sign of respect. What kind of connection is rare, but it can happen. Yes, but the thing is, I summoned that dragon before I even summoned you. While I was stuck in that underground cave. He was red and very friendly. Now he's gold, kind of like you. And what kind of what thinking of anyway. It's interesting that the dragon you summoned before turned gold. It's possible that the connection between you both became so strong and pure that it transformed to look like me. It's a rare and special bond showing your connection. I walked over to the golden dragon, helping me with the test. Okay, let's get level 2 set up. It is called the doppelganger test. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. Here's what it said. The Golden Dragon nods, focusing its power on the hologram projector, preparing for the next level. Of course, I get the hologram set up for level 2, the doppelganger test. I'll be back, guys. Alright, guys, it took me a minute to set up, but here's what I put. Okay, I need you to make a hologram of a human that looks exactly like me, an evil, aggressive version of that Croconaw. The holographic version of myself is backed into a tree and very terrified. The idea is that Doppelganger is being extremely mean and angry towards the holographic version of myself, kind of like how he was getting angry towards the holographic humans in level 1, even potentially trying to hurt me. That is why Aquana, he cared about me, enough that he would want to protect me, because that is the goal of level 2. He has to keep me safe and convince the evil version of him to give me a chance. And the Golden Dragon nods, understanding the task at hand, and activating the holographic projection. Precise and accuracy, the Golden Dragon creates a hologram of you, backed up against a tree with a threatened expression. Next to you, the Golden Dragon creates an evil and aggressive hologram of the robot looking Croconaw, looking angry and ready to poised to attack. Good. Keep that frozen until I explain it too. Golden Dragon nods, freezing the hologram to prepare for this one. Alright, the hologram will remain frozen until you give me a signal. Hey. Are you ready for level 2, my friend? I'll explain it to you if you want me to. Rolling Croconaw nods, session so listen. Yes, I'm ready. Please explain the level to me. Okay. You can see a holographic version of myself. And you over there. Period. This is where you will get to show your protective side. What you have to do is keep that holographic version of me safe and protected while your evil version is constantly trying to hurt. It's kind of like how you acted a while ago in level 1 to those holographic people when they were taunting you. Except this version of yourself chose to be mean and aggressive towards people because of that. Period. There we go. You can see a holographic version of myself and you over there. This is where you'll get to show your protective side. What you have to do is keep that holographic version of me safe and protected while your evil version is constantly trying to hurt me. Kind of like how you at the wall ago in level 1 to those holographic people when they were taunting you. Except this version of yourself chose to be mean and aggressive towards people because of that. However, we're going on not taking in this way. I understand. I have to protect the holographic version of you from the evil version who wants to hurt you. It's similar to how I acted in level 1 when the people were taunting me. Yes. As an extra layer, you also have to try convincing that evil version of yourself to stop attacking and give the human a chance. Holographic version of me a chance. I said layer, not wire. Layer. Alright, guys. I'm gonna try to finish up with the Croconaw and I might go ahead and stop. I might save, like, the chat LGBT characters I made until later. Whenever I'm, doing something else. I'll be back, guys. Hey.